factory.
Mr. Valkyrie, good morning. Sparky, hello. Hey, your welcome message finally worked. What I was doing wrong with that last time, but welcome in, you guys. Happy Saturday morning. It's the Bravo Tour. Looks like we've got a little an A319 or something taxiing out, a little baby bus. We're in the Zibo, the American right behind. And we're going to fly today from San Diego to Reagan. And the initial plan is to divide it up. Again, it's a pretty long flight, about 4.5 hours. So I'm going to try to do another split stream. If we get going and things are hopping and we just want to keep going all the way through, we sure can. But last time I had a flight like this, I split it and it actually worked really well. I was able to get a few things done and kind of in between departure and arrival legs, and kind of everybody was happy, if you know what I mean. So happy Catterday. Yeah, I've got it's every day dogfight day for me. I don't know, but anyway, it's the Zibo 737. Unfortunately, the Queen of Disguise, the Felis 747-200, is not playing nicely with the latest update to X-Plane 12. So I I did some testing last night, and I just couldn't quite make it. Work. So I'll spare you the details, but this is not a bad plan B. We were going to do the PMDG, but we thought we would. I threw a quick poll up, and the Zibo was what won out. This is the latest. Well, what time is it? 8 o'clock, unless he updated it at 7:30 this morning, which he may have. But it's the latest release of the Zibo, and it worked nicely last night. So I'm excited to see what it does here today in this long haul. Oh, you found some nice cat emote. Very cool, very cool. All right, so my question, Sparky, to you is this: do you have two cats, one named Whiskey, one named Tango, or is your lone cat Whiskey Tango?
David traffic. Delta 8851 is 10 miles out, RNAV Yankee 27. San Diego.
If I can turn that volume down or not. Oh, that's not volume. That's there's volume. Can I turn that down? Turn that down just a little bit. So you have two. Ah, very cool, very cool. I like that. I like that. That's awesome. I'm a fan of cats. However, I have developed quite a bad allergy to them as I'm getting older, and my wife is even more allergic to them. So we are unable to have them. I do remember having a bunch of them growing up, though. Great animals. I do like them. Okay, well, the only thing I've done is I've established some electrical power to the flight deck. We are on ground power, and I've had the IRSs in align mode here for a few minutes. So hopefully we'll be able to. I'd have to wait on that IRS. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. I think I need
San
to
Diego
put,
traffic, Delta 8851,
this is
6
good.
miles, RNAV Yankee 27, San Diego.
That sure didn't turn that down much, did it? Let me see if I can turn that volume down a little bit more. All right, window heats can come on. Our cruise altitude today is 35,000 feet. And landing altitude is pretty much sea level. We'll put 100 feet in there. No ATC this morning, so we're just going to clear ourselves. Jeffrey, hello. Good morning, sir. Boy, Jeffrey, were your ears burning last night? The Sparky Pilot channel was all Gemma Studio all night long, man. It was awesome. I don't know if you caught any of it. You just mentioned that. Yeah, it was awesome. Panagon. Good morning, Rob. Great to see you.
Here's Panagon.
All right, I've got everybody loading, as you can hear in the background. Great sounds, great cabin sounds and flight attendants announcements and things like that in this plane. It's really cool. All right, let's get our pause init set here. We're at San Diego, and we will be grabbing. That's a match, so we're going to be putting that in there. And then San Diego to Reagan. One of our longer flights that we've made on the Bravo tour might be, I don't know, the one from Seattle to Newark might be, I don't know, it's right there.
SoCal
but this
traffic,
is,
Marina November 525 Whiskey Golf is crossing Medicine Bay VOR at 4,400, climbing for 15.5. SoCal traffic.
All right, that is definitely not working. So I'm going to do this. I don't mind the calls, but it just feels loud. Um, anyway, so I'm excited. I kind of like these chill out
San Diego traffic Delta 5610.
type
Lining
flights
up. Runway 27.
on a
To
Saturday
depart.
morning. It can be fun to go to an unfamiliar airspace like we have done in the other Saturdays, and kind of be a little stressed out in a busy foreign airspace. But sometimes it's just nice to get up in a plane that you're pretty familiar with and just kind of hang out with friends in the chat, just fly and see what's going on in the world. I don't anticipate that we'll have much air traffic control today.
San Diego traffic Delta 8851 is clear to
Um,
San Diego.
we'll see, I guess, but yeah, I'm feeling like it's going to be a pretty much just you and I flying today. Which, again, if you want to fly along, I did put the route in the route command, so you can load up. I've got probably 15 or 20 minutes before I'm going to be ready to go. So I do know Rob Valkyrie's planning on flying. Looks like he's in the Challenger. Is that right, Rob? You in the Chally? Okay, we are on the Zoo 3, runway 27, and IPL transition. And from there, it is a Juliet 18 to Albuquerque, and then Juliet 78. I haven't figured out how to make the SimBrief downloader auto-populate.
San Diego traffic Delta 5610 departing runway 27 to depart.
The FMC yet. I need to look more closely into that. I'm sure that it does it to cruiser, but I've not yet figured out how. So that's why you're kind of seeing me do it the old way. Juliet 78 up to H Hotel Victor Quebec. And wait a second, what happened there? Okay, we're good there. And then we're on the arrival. So let's activate that. That all looks good. We do have a little bit of a little discontinuity in there. Okay. Arrival into Reagan today. Unfortunately, you guys, it is South Ops. We could have been shooting the river visual in the 747, but shoot, need to load it in company routes. Okay. So, well, what if I could still do that right now, couldn't I? Could I go K? Oh, wait a second, but I need to run it. I need to run the downloader. And all right, hold on. We'll try this. We got time. Okay, here it comes. I do like this tool. It's really nice.
Fixie.
Hey, Fixie. San Diego DCA. Okay, we'll export it. And the only thing I have right now is I'm just exporting an X-Plane 1112. Boom. Okay, it's there. So it's SAN DCA 01. All right, let's go and see if we can put that in there. Just a second, Brett. I know that you asked me a question, but 01 company route. Boom. Well, let's see. Route. Okay, so yeah, I guess if that was all I had put in there too. So, what's wrong with the 7.4? So I had issues with the EFB when I was, yeah, when I was trying to get fuel loaded on and payload loaded on. Yeah, the EFB kept crashing, and then it wouldn't. Like none of the knobs were functional. So it was a real bummer. All right, well that'll help. I'll know how to do this next time, guys. I appreciate that. It does. This isn't a terribly long route, so um, yeah, I was actually planning on just even flying from flying just flying Slant Whiskey, just doing some VOR to VOR stuff. I thought that'd be kind of fun, but it, like I said, I just didn't feel quite good about, like, I didn't want to come over to the EFB and mid-flight and go to check on something and then have that happen to where you just can't adjust like anything, heading, altitude, like nothing worked. So okay, let's go to Reagan. I want to make sure I have the right approach here, even though it's going to be hopefully river visual. I think it's this RNAV. Yeah, I think it's this RNAV 19er that mirrors the river visual, if I'm not mistaken. All the way across. Yeah, RNAV 19er is what I need. There's our route, by the way. Any questions? Fergie. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to come back to it. Everything else seemed to work great, and even that.
Traffic southwest 3694, taxiing runway 27, no problem.
Even that crazy new FMS that they have in there was working good for me, which that never works for me. That all looks good. All the way through. Well, it's nice to be able to put all those Juliet Airways in there. And then there's the river visual. Stay off the lawn. Stay off the White House lawn. All right, that looks good. Just file direct Fergie. You know what? That's I don't have any ATC, so why not? Landing and departing runway 19. That's right. That's right. That's right. So Rob has the ultimate business jet by. Oh, you got that. You got the Gulfstream. You got the G550. Very nice. Very nice, Rob. You'll have to let me know how that is. You'll have to let me know how that is. Okay, so that's my route. I'm not quite done. I need to go down here, get some performance data in. So all this stuff auto-populates. What are my reserves? I think I'm going to Newark as my alternate here. Yeah, Newark. And so I think I have to go into the briefing preview. Let's see, trip alternate 3,600, so 3.8, 3.7. We'll just make it an even 4 tons. Oh, cost index, I forgot to look for the cost index. It's 31, 37, 37. $350, and well, I don't think she did, and I was no help to her on that, Jeffrey, because every time I try to shoot it, I keep jamming it. So I've been meaning to get with you. we keep saying we need to get together, and you're always like, I'm ready, and then I'm never able to find a time. But I don't know if she did or not. Send a few. Oh, she did. Awesome. Heck yeah. She could taxi that bad boy too, like nobody's business. That's what I was impressed with. All right, where are you? Top of climb. TOC, where are you? Wherefore art thou? I can't find top of climb on my, well, heck. I'm just going to take a guess here. About 289.65. That's pretty close. It's a nice tailwind today. And minus, I think we're looking at about a minus 55-ish. It looks like about a typical outside air temp. Okay, that looks good. Insufficient fuel. Really? 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 I only have 8,000 pounds of fuel, and I should have way more than that. Where's my fuel truck?
Ground supply deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Yeah, we definitely need. It's like, yeah, like 32,000 pounds of fuel. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that cranking up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, heck, that might take forever. Shoot, just when I thought I was ahead of the game, you guys. All right, we will leave all that. That's fine. It's a regular takeoff, not a derate. CG, yeah, 4.5 on the trim. 31, 33, 44. And you can come over here, and I haven't messed too much with this part, but you can come over here and you can do the takeoff performance and all that stuff, and it gives you, kind of gives you what you want here. Like it doesn't really affect what you're putting in to the FMC though, so it's, I was just try to kind of go with what I have right there. Oh baby, oh baby, that's what I'm talking about, Jeffrey. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. I've got route in, perf data in, takeoff data in, trim. I need to set that to 4.5 if I'm able. Oh yeah, I am able.
San Diego traffic southwest 3694
Good.
is taking off runway 27.
Set the V2 144. And while I'm taking fuel, let's go ahead. Let's brief the taxi and the departure. So obviously runway 27. I don't think I've ever been to San Diego where it's been runway 9. I know it happens, but I've never been here. So we're gonna push back, probably with our nose slightly left. We'll come up Bravo to 27. Hold short at Bravo 1. I think Rob is over here in the GA. This is where the FBO and stuff is, so he might be out there a little ahead of us, but that will be our taxi. And then the Zoo 3 departure is kind of fun, you guys. You come out runway heading to Jetty, you turn left to Zoo, and you make your way out of here. And you can see that you got to keep your speed down a little bit here, 230 knots. And you're up above 14,000. Majority, you've got a little terrain issue here to contend with. So you got to be on the climb. You got to be on the climb. So, yep, initial climb, direct Jetty, then make a left turn to cross Zoo between 6,000 and 230. And you have to be below 230. Turbo jets, we got to maintain 230. And expect the filed altitude 10 minutes after. So we will put all that in, and we're obviously going out here to the east to Imperial, as opposed to going all the way up here to the north. So there you go. I think I know why he pushed out such a quick update, by the way, Rob Valkyrie. I was just teasing him because the updates come so frequently with this plane. It really came frequently, like within a couple days of each other. But there was a weird cockpit texture glitch, and it looked like there was a wall right here. You could not see out the right side. And then if you came over to the first officer seat and looked back this way, that same wall, it was like there was a curtain hanging down. It was really weird. It was very, very strange. So I'm sure he was like, I gotta fix that. Okay. B speeds are set. IRS is aligned because everything is looking good there. Let's go ahead. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put this guy on, put him on the takeoff speeds. Okay. 31, 33, 44, and we will have the route up here. The legs, I should say, up here. Awesome. It's just initially basically runway heading, so let's just set that. Just hand fly it around until we're on our way out. Okay. How are we doing fuel wise? Are we there yet? And we're getting there. We need 32,000. So we're at about 17. We're about halfway there. Is there an instant fuel? Probably is. Oh well. We're all right. We're all right. Yeah, we're ready. I'm gonna get the pushback dude over here.
To cockpit.
So,
Please show
or
me where you
dudette.
wanna
Dudette. So I could probably go. Yeah, you know what? I think they would probably push you back like so. And then you could just taxi. You'd be able to see everything. So that's what we'll plan.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
You'd have to change it in the settings. Yeah, well, we're close enough at this point, right? Yeah. We're close enough. Let's do this then. Let's yeah, we could do all that's okay. That's okay. Let's do our takeoff performance, and we can get going.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
We've got an altimeter 3009. I probably should change that because this is in hectopascals. That is something I can change. General config. So yeah, if you've never, oh, this is going to require
So
a
connected
change,
and bypass pin inserted.
or a restart.
Release parking brake.
Oh, well. Yeah. All right. Oh well, no big deal. Wait, it was in. Was it in? It was already in inches. Am I crazy? Am I seeing things? Hang on for a second. Hang on for a second here. Inches. I wanted it in inches. No, it requires apparently a restart. That's okay. That's okay. You spent too much time setting up your about page in Twitch. Uh, oh, it doesn't exist yet. Oh, I got you. Save it. All right, hold on. Oh, save and okay. Okay, that's saved. All right, let's see what it does here. It's okay. Quick save. It's okay. It's okay, you guys. Time I get done farting around, it's going to be filled up and ready to go. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. But I was just trying to show, like, so 3009. We just do this. Is 3009.
Welcome to pop culture.
Here I am trying to convert for you guys. Well, let's just say it's whatever. It's 1020, or it's going to be pretty close to that. Okay. Then we can throw the wind in there. Hey, by the way, we've got, let's see, it's Ron. I'm going to really mess this up. Ranelsi? Ranellis? Ron L. Ron Ellis? Ron L is cool? Ron? Hi, Ron. Good to see you, man. Ron L is cool. All right, Ron. What's not cool is my pronunciation of names. So, hello, welcome. I'm killing time here. It's not good. Winds are calm. So, winds are calm. Outside air temp is a beautiful 12 degrees. And everything else is good there. Takeoff weight we would need to put in. And I can do that here. Takeoff weight. What's the ETOW here? 154.6. And we said the CG was about 26, if I remember right. 25.9. All right. And so what I'm assuming here is that it gives you, like it would tell you if you needed to change your flaps configuration setting or anything else here. Go derated takeoff. Maybe I'm thinking about a different aircraft here. Maybe I'm thinking about one of the Airbus aircrafts. It doesn't look like that's done a heck of a lot for me, to be honest with you. But all right, well, regardless, that's that. No math. Thank you. Yes, I should have said that a long time ago. Hey, we're close. 13 plus 9 plus 9, basically. We're almost there. 32,000 is what we need. This gas guzzler. All right, well, here's the other thing we can do while we're getting some fuel is we can take a look at what is going on with this Bravo tour. So if you are just tuning in, by the way, we've been doing this for quite a while, honestly, since December of 21, when we flew from Denver to Nellis Air Force Base. Our goal is to try to hit all the Class Bravos in the U.S., and we're including the military airspaces because many of them fall within Bravo airspaces or are actually considered a Bravo airspace to themselves. And so that was actually our first one. We flew
ground to flight deck. Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Flew in the Indy Builds A310. And anyway, here's kind of where we went. Nellis to Minneapolis, then we went to Houston, to Orlando, to Andrews Air Force Base, Las Vegas, Seattle, Newark. That Seattle to Newark was, I think, the longest leg we've had, maybe up to what we're going to do today. Maybe the Miami to San Francisco one was even longer. I don't know, but anyway, Miami, San Fran, New Orleans, Atlanta, San Diego is where we are right now. We're heading to Reagan, and then you can see we've got to Philly and Kansas City coming up for future legs. So that's what's happening there. What we attempt to do when we do these Bravo tours is we attempt to let it be a little bit interactive. So we have the random wheel of names basically pick the airport that we're going to next, and then I put out a little poll and you guys vote on the aircraft you'd like to have flown. So yeah, it's kind of the way things have shook out. All right, we are good here. We need to close our doors up here, and we'll wait for our APU to get going, and we can disconnect the ground and we can be heading out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding doors are closed. Flight attendants prepare doors for departure. Cross check, fare price draft, stand by for all call.
I love little stuff like that. I love that little chatter.
Right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right, that's good there. I think it automatically disconnects. Nope, we will disconnect there. It takes the chocks out for us. And just one quick little look, make sure everything is free and easy. Yep. And we're good. We're ready to go. I think the last thing our pushback lady said is
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
turn the brakes off. APU bleed coming on. We're going to go ahead and pressurize that system for just a minute. Going to go ignition right today, which will be fine.
Devices, laptop, computers to be turned off and stowed. Smaller electronic handheld devices.
I love
Safe
this
use,
stuff.
however, they must be switched into airplane mode at this time. And all calls.
All right, pack's coming off. Let's go ahead and get number 2 turning.
Attention and welcome aboard.
Realized I had not turned on my lights just yet.
Disrupt the cabin for an important safety demonstration on our Boeing 737 aircraft. Thank you.
There are so many places to go in this world, and so many airlines that can take you there.
So we thank you.
For making the journey with us.
Pushback lady is having some trouble there.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
She had a late night, apparently.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
A little bit of this intake light going. I do love my orange glow. As you all know, love my orange glow. All right, and the other thing I need to check down here is we're with the Squawk 2000. Go to TARA there, and that is indicating on X-Pilot 2280. That's what we need to have.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, pushback lady. I will try. Okay, we're on the gens, the engine gens now. APU stuff can come off. APU off. That looks fine. All right, everything else is looking copacetic. Probe heats can come on now. Set the flaps. 1, 2, 3. Flaps 5 coming in. Put the weather and traffic on my side. Put the terrain on first officer side. I just turn the TCAS off. On. Right. All right, flaps 5 indicating. I think we're ready, you guys. Taxi lights. And all right, let's boogie. San Diego traffic, American 816, taxiing at 27 on Bravo. San Diego. You hearing me okay there, Rock Valkyrie, by the way? I feel like I'm a long way away from my setup here.
555.
Yeah, baby. Good to have you flying with me, my friend. Sorry it didn't work out last time, but this ought to be a good do-over stream.
San Diego, Lindbergh traffic. FlexJet 190, texting runway 27, Hotel Juliet, Charlie 2, Lindbergh.
Somebody's had way too much coffee this morning. That could be perhaps the best radio call I've ever heard. Boy, we are heavy. Heavy. She's not a rolling like she usually does. Down we go. I don't remember if this is a default airport or if I ported over the X-Plane 11 version. I don't even know who makes the X-Plane 11 version. I almost think it's Orbix, but I'm not positive. Not positive. I do know where we're heading to. Reagan is default. Should help the frames just a little bit. Yeah, I think if you have, if you've got stuff set up, X-Plane 12 looks very good. It's just that setup that I know people get frustrated with. Guys will have to let me know again about my levels, all that stuff, all that broadcaster stuff. My sound guy just hasn't been coming to work lately, so.
San Diego traffic, WestJet 925, taxiing Bravo to 27 for departure.
I know, Jeffrey, you're right. Well, that was me last night. I flew for probably 2 hours, but I spent at least double that time trying to get the 747 to fly and get things updated and troubleshoot and re-download stuff and reboot. And so yeah, I mean, yeah, MSFS is not free from that, no doubt about it. And in some cases, I think it's even a little bit worse because it just, for most people, they just throw everything in the community folder, and so like you don't know what's conflicting with what, and yeah, it's, I don't know, it's
San Diego Lindbergh traffic, FlexJet 190 would line up runway 27. Lindbergh.
there's our old cowboy Valkyrie. There he is. He's not quite feeling like a G6. He's feeling like a G550. Lindbergh traffic, American 816. We're going to be holding short 27. Lindbergh. Lindberger.
Lindbergh traffic, FlexJet 190, we're departing runway 27 on the Zibo 3 departure. Lindbergh.
I need to go have some more tea myself, I think. All right, is that crazy cowboy out of here yet? Not quite. Not quite. I'm gonna take the displaced threshold too. I need every inch, I think. We did have somebody that was inbound at one point in time, but I haven't heard that call for a while. And there's somebody on the ground. All right. Blue skies, my friend. Take that horse to the Old Town Road. Ride till you can't no more. Lindbergh traffic. American 816 is lining up 27 Lindbergh. Maybe I can get going. All right. Everything there is good. Strobies, yep. Gonna do continuous ignition. Gonna do RTO on the auto brakes. We're gonna come all the way up here. All the way up. No one can stop me. I'm all the way up. Excuse me while I just random song reference for the remainder of the stream.
San Diego Lindbergh traffic, WestJet 925 heavy, we're holding short 27 for departing traffic.
And Lindbergh traffic, American 816's on the roll 27. All right. 2 good engines. Hidden toga button. Oops, sorry. Auto throttle asked me out for the toga button to work. There we go.
WestJet 925, line up and wait.
Airspeed is alive.
80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
$400.
Flaps up.
San Diego Lindbergh traffic, WestJet 925 heavy, departing runway 27.
Looking good. Have to be above 13 when we come back around. I think that's going to be plenty doable for us. We're just going to go ahead and keep hand flying this thing. Oh, a little bit of gust of wind right there. Got to turn the flight directors on also. Okay, she wants to turn. I will say this is, compared to the PMDG, this is, it tends to have a little bit more roll kind of sensitivity than the PMDG. Just a little bit. Just like you've got to hold on to it, or she likes to tip side to side. It's tippy. A little tipsy. Alright, I want to do... Nope, not liking it yet. Not liking it yet. Alright, alright, alright. I have not done a good job though. I'm above 230. I'm at 260 right now, so I've really not done a good job as far as that goes. I could pitch up a little bit, try to help out with that speed. Stow the gear. And as a result, you can see I really overshot that turn. There we go, pitching up, get my speed back down to 230. That looks good. Heading mode. Not liking something here. PNAV is in. Heading select is in.
Hello, Samson.
I'm not able to engage my autopilot for some reason. Downwind Sim, welcome. Hello, good morning. Alright, let's get leveled out here. Let's do this. Let's go, we're going direct zoo. Activate that. We can go, maybe we go all nav. There we go. Wasn't liking something there with me trying to go into heading mode. I wonder if it was because I was so fast. I was way over speed. Sometimes this plane, if you're not on an intercept course, it won't engage the autopilot, and I'm wondering if maybe it was because my speed restriction down here. Now it's saying, oh, you know what I didn't do? I don't know that I did. I don't know that I should have checked to see. Right now this is saying regular cruise speed, but I should have checked to see if at zoo if it was 230. That's my guess, but I don't know. It was all about an intercept course. Rob was thinking, okay, could be. Could very well be. Alright. I was hoping to get you back here in time so that you can listen to the cabin announcements. No, Downwind Sim.
Clear up the sky.
I'm sorry. So sorry. It's the Queen's little brother. There's the other thing I'm noticing about this that I don't know if it's supposed to be the way it is, but see See that line down the middle? Watch as I zoom out. It becomes more pronounced. You can really see it there. That's something new in the last couple of updates. All those seams seem to be just like that you want, but the one on top shouldn't be there. I don't know. But anyway, otherwise, like I say, it's been performing pretty well. There were only really a couple times in last night's flight where I got a little warning about, you know, my frames dropping and I was going to have to be booted off of BatSim, and I was able to just use the Rob Valkyrie trick of just look down. Just look down, frames recovered, and we were good to go. What happened to the Queen? Well, there's a little bit of an EFB bug in it right now that when you're working through and you're loading fuel and you're loading payload, it crashes the EFB. The EFB gives you an error message. Too fast for me to see what it read, but a lot of red letters. bad stuff apparently, and it just goes away, and then you're unable to, like, none of the dials will turn after that, so you can't bug your heading, your altitude, nothing. So I was just a little bit leery of, crap, I forgot to set my altimeter also. Holy moly. All that extra time sitting around waiting for the fuel, I could have been doing all that. But anyway, I just felt a little bit leery. Well, yeah, and I would love to not, but you can't. There's no other way to fuel the aircraft. You can't get your fuel and payload on there, so you can't use the regular X-plane menu for that. So anyway, it was a bummer deal, but I'll keep messing with it. I'll get back in. I'm going to keep my eyes out and see if there's maybe a hot fix that's coming. I mean, the latest version of the X-Plane 12 beta just came out last week. So anyway, I would think he would have it looked at here. But yeah, a little bit bummed out. I was going to fly from Boeing Field down to San Diego last night. I had it all ready to go, and doggone it, I had pushed back even, and was ready to, or no, I was about to push. And was ready to kind of get the engines going, and I went to look at one more thing, and I'm like, crap, I think I had forgot to load fuel or something. I didn't have my CG that I needed, and I clicked on the regular button to load stuff up, and it went bye-bye. So, kind of a bummer. Well, more than kind of a bummer, a real bummer. But, yeah, these things happen. All right. We're on our way, you guys. Yes, indeed. Get your beverage and sit back and enjoy. Again, you guys all know we have this little default scenery issue down here in San Diego, Tijuana area. So we'll try to keep looking over that way. One more little flyby. Must be Rob's contrail out in front of us there. He's in the G550. And in fact, do I see him? I should see him, I think, unless he's way the heck out there. I don't know I'm not sure what my traffic range is, but yeah, I guess I don't see him. Oh, and we would be cleared, I'm sure, to 350 at this point. Expected 10 minutes after departure, so we'll expect it. Get that climb going, jump back into my VNav track here. And away we go. Checking on the time. So I gotta time this just right, guys. I get up top of cruise here. I can kind of push the pause button on this stream. I do plan on, unless we get some crazy ATC that pops in or something, doing a little split screen this morning. And that'll give me a chance. Last time I did this, it might have even been the last Bravo tour where we flew from, was it, where did we fly from? Maybe it was Miami to San Francisco. Anyway, one of the Bravo tours, we did a split stream.
And San Diego traffic, American 672 is about 20 miles to the east of the airport for runway 27.
And it worked really well because I was able to keep the flight going, and then go get a few chores, household chores done, and then come back about top of descent, and it worked pretty well. Yeah, I'm not seeing much happening as far as ATC goes yet. Everything is sort of East Coast right now, but let's see, where are you, Rock Valkyrie? There's me, American 816. There's Rob. A 190. Learjet 190. No, Golf 190. Gulfstream. Any other friends up that we can? Oh, Feedy. Feedy's in Stockholm. Feedy's in Stockholm. Sure we'll be able to find him. Dick Cheney, one of Defective Crayon's buddies. He's coming in to Miami. Oh, he was took off from Tonkin. Very nice. In 757. Beautiful, beautiful. Aspiring aviator. What are you doing up so far? Oh, he's over in Uzbekistan, somewhere in there. Yeah, he's in 777. Very nice, very nice. And we have FlexJet 190. Good morning, welcome, happy Saturday. My name's Melvin. Welcome to the. My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Melvin was my grandpa. He's the guy that got me into aviation, or at least as far as I was able to get. This is right here at this desk is as far as I was able to get, although he took me flying a few times. It was a lot of fun. Nice to have me. My goal on this channel has kind of evolved. We're mostly general aviation, but I actually fly just a bunch of stuff now. It's try to do something different every time I'm on stream. Fly a different aircraft, go to a different place. So, yeah, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, if you guys have never been here before, and it's a later stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do it's a midnight Zulu, 6 p.m. my time, 8 Eastern time, and then we do a morning one on Saturday. It started out just kind of like a lot of things. I was just up early one Saturday morning and hopped on. It was a lot of fun. Had a bunch of people in, and it was really a great way to start the day. I can usually get my flight in before my wife is really up and around, and so that also works because then I can spend the rest of the day with her and with family. And so our Saturdays have become the morning streams. It also has given us a chance, even though we're not doing it now, but it's given us a chance to fly a little bit more internationally, because right now, as you probably saw on the Volanta scope, not much happening here in the U.S. per se, but Europe, yeah, it's middle of the day right now. There's all kinds of events going on, and so we've been able to fly Not a ton. Not a whole bunch, but we've been able to put a few spider webs on the map here. Do a few things that have been kind of enjoyable. You know, internationally. Looking forward to doing more of that. But anyway, so but welcome. Nice to see you. It's oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. It's not FlexJet 190 that pushed the follow. It's I Love Aviation Too Much. I'm so sorry about that. I saw Rob Valkyrie's message right above your welcome there. I Love Aviation Too Much. Hello. It's been a morning where I've just done nothing but mess up people's names, so I apologize. I have not had enough coffee. Or tea, as it were. I'm having tea this morning. All right, let's sync up our heading bug here just in case. Top of climb is coming up, and yeah, what I'm going to plan on doing here, I guess, to circle back around to my original point, is get up here, top of climb. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming up next, and then I'm gonna actually call it good for this part. This is part 1 of the stream today. And then I'll do the boring stuff. I'll fly across the U.S. with no ATC. And then when we get close to top of descent, then I'll go ahead and get the stream going again. We'll do part 2. And it's going to be kind of fun. Right now, they're forecasting south ops into Reagan. So we're hoping to fly the river visual and see if we can botch that into runway 19er. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna do. Let's do a quick after takeoff. We've got flaps gear stowed, lights are off. We've got the continuous ignitions are off, auto brakes are off. After takeoff checklist is complete. Everything performing nicely here. We really have had to work, as you can see, to get all the way up here with all that fuel, as heavy as we've been. This is not the max range you can do across the pond in a 737-800, but you got to fill it up, and even like Downwind Sim he's got to have an extra couple gallons stored in the overhead above him in order to make it too far. But I think the range of an 800 is got to be around 7 hours. Last time I checked. That's part of the fun of planning these trips. See if I was right. Yeah, 3,000. 3.5. Thought that when I converted that. Yeah, I thought it came out to be between 7 and 8. Oh, this is saying actually even almost 9 hours. Yeah, and it depends on a lot of things, right? It depends on the wind. It depends on your cost index. It depends on, all that stuff. So, but anyway, at the end of the day, like, you can't fly from Denver to Innsbruck, but you could make it from Boston to Oslo, or one of those deals. You could make a kind of a routine, if there is such a thing, kind of a regular across the pond deal without too much trouble. Now, I wouldn't want to be in a 737 flying over the Atlantic for 6 hours.
1,000 ago.
I know it is a common plane as far as like going to Hawaii also. Like being crammed in a little 3x3 like that would not be fun. Would not be fun, but if I ever do, it's probably the only aircraft I'm going to be able to afford. So, I don't know. 1,000 to go, and that checks. And I don't know, maybe you get settled in, you don't care. You have a couple of meals, you take a nap, you watch a movie or two, you get up, use the bathroom. I don't know. Probably the trip over is not bad. It's the trip back that you're like, 6 hours. And there we have it. All right, so top of climb. So I'm going to come back in here and again talk just briefly about the Bravo tour and what we do with this thing. So we always look a little bit ahead as far as next airports that we're going to, just in case we can do a 2-for-1. Like when we flew from Nellis to Minneapolis, we were able to go Minneapolis and then down to Houston and do that in the Mad Dog, in the MD-80. And since then we have not really had really two we haven't had two legs that have been, you know, the right length to do a 2-for. We almost have it here, I think, where we're going to go Washington Reagan to Philadelphia, very, very short flight, and then Philly to Kansas City, which is longer. So I don't know if there is I'm not sure if there's a plane that I would want to do both legs in, but what I'm considering is for flight number 14, or sorry, flight number 15, is to do this all on the same, basically the same stream. And it might be be the first time we've done something like this, but like maybe I could take something smaller and do that Reagan to Philly hop, and then hop into something a little bit larger to go Philly to Kansas City. That's kind of what I'm contemplating. But before I make that call, I do want to see after Kansas City, I want to see where we're going, because perhaps there would be a chance to double up with that route instead, and maybe this route could just be kind of by itself. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because that's a very short route. And so finding an aircraft that's appropriate for flying that short of a route between Bravo airspaces it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. Like a BAE or a Q400 or something like that would be okay. But anyway, all right. So so here's what we're doing. We know we're going to Philly, and then we're going to KC, and after KC, let's find out where we're heading. And yes, as always, PHNL is still on the table. I know you guys are all rooting for Boston to Honolulu. You guys are gluttons for punishment. That might have to be a 3-part stream. But let's see where we're going after Kansas City. K and KX. All right, this is another military airfield. K and KX is the Marine Corps station in Miramar. That's I believe that's Virginia. But all right, that'll be fun. And so for sure, I like. That could potentially be an out and back type of situation, but I think I'm still leaning right now toward bundling the Philly to Kansas City, like making this one stream, but 2 planes. And there's really no like there's not a lot of rules to this. We just kind of make it up as we go. This is all I have so far. Let the wheel of names pick the next airport. Let the community choose the aircraft, And then the only thing we did say is it can't be too close. Like this was almost too close, Washington to Philly. But I was thinking more like if you're
American 816, are you there?
American 816, we're here.
Just wanted to say that was a sweet flyby.
I'm sorry I missed. I was looking off stream. I'll have to go back and check it out. Dang, missed it. Wonder where he was at. Oh, is somebody going the other way? Are you the Southwest 1299?
I affirm Southwest 1299.
Heck yeah, buddy. Have a safe landing. Enjoy San Diego.
Same to you. Have a good one.
So it's not even showing yet that we've crossed, but there he is coming up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, I don't remember the point I was making. Oh yeah, like what I was saying with if it's too close, like if I was at Reagan and the next airport was Baltimore or something, like I would respin. I'd respin. This was close, but Reagan to Philly is still enough of a flight that I think would be okay. So anyway, I'll let you know. What I'll do then is I'll put a straw poll up that will give you guys a chance to vote on which aircraft you would like to see in the next episode. And that'll be sometime in May. We try to do these once every month or so. We do sometimes get a little busy during the fall with some other job-related deals, but once a month we're able to kind of do something like this. All right, guys. Well, we have, just double checking my numbers here, and yeah, block time, airtime 422. So I think we've been going for about an hour, which means we've got a good 3 hours still to go. So what I am planning on doing is this. I think I am going to go ahead and button up part 1 of the stream, and I'm going to estimate, let's see, current time is 16:13. Am I thinking right? Is it 16? What time is it right now, Zulu? Current time Zulu is 15:13. Sorry. So I am going to guess in probably 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. So that would give us, that'd be about 18 Zulu. That'd be, so like, let's just say it's straight up, it's high noon my time, 12 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Let's say like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Look for a little ping, one ping only. But then we'll come back in and we'll shoot that river visual into Reagan. I'm not gonna raid anybody. We're just gonna kind of call it good right here. It's just a little timeout again, and yeah, I will see you guys in a little while. Thanks again for coming out. It's always fun flying with you on a Saturday, and been a great departure out of San Diego. I'll take care of all the rest. You guys go do what you got to do, and yeah, we'll see you back here in just a little while.